I think a class right here is you study them that just kind of falls in, sorts out, and you know, for me, and it's kind of funny or ironic, but you take the ewe right there with some horns, number four. You know, a ewe there, typically one of the horns is not going to be that feminine, that attractive, that clean up through her front end, and you know, she really is, and she's probably the one. If we start talking some completeness, and you know, she's useful, she's good down her top, she's got some length extension through her front end, pretty square on her feet and legs, and sound in her makeup. Like her out here, probably the best of any of them through her hip in terms of her squareness back at her old pin set. Ewe that's got some rib and some body and mass, and just a nice package as well. After that, got some decisions, and to me, the one that follows her with some quality is right there, number one. Old big kind of framey female. She's got some extension to her, real clean about her, really good in terms of her freshness down her top, the way she comes. She might be just a little longer neck in relation to her length of body, but really an upstanding kind of view here, super clean in her design. I want to pick her up a little bit there at her dog as she gets just a little weak, but you know, once we get off of 4, you know, I don't think 3 or maybe 2 might be a little bit better, but I don't think any of those other ewes are really ideal down through their dog. So you get 4 come on up. One's a female that sacrifices a little mass, but I think she kind of falls right in. And then you got a female here in 2 that's just pretty useful in terms of her design, the way she comes back through her hip. Hate her on her front end. Really a ewe neck, attaches real low down there in her neck placement up front. Gets kind of a little rounder and a little straighter up through her old shoulders right there. Like her down her top line through her hip. And then we come back to 3 over here. And a ewe for me that's a little taller, a little more upstanding in the way she comes together than 2. I'm not really fond of her in terms of her design. She's probably the one that's the weakest as we get up over her top line. She's really steep back through her rump. So for me, 4 and 1 going up, and then y'all can play with the bottom pair. I'll probably go 2, 3.